Hi, Andrea. What's up?
Hi.
Oh, I miss that voice.
Oh, I missed you too.
Back in the real world, 85 degrees in paradise, pools and beaches, and all you can eat and drink. It's horrible.
You are lucky. I saw
Yeah.
the picture you posted. First of all, your daughter looked gorgeous.
Yes, she
The
did.
groom looked gorgeous, and the location looked gorgeous.
Yeah, they had right on the beach, the
Yeah.
little gazebo right on the beach there. They set it all up. It's pretty cool. So we had a total of 77 in our group that went,
Wow.
friends and family. So it was a good time.
Yeah, the pictures that you posted on your community wall look great. You look so happy in that photo of you. Oh, that proud
Oh,
papa.
yeah. And she asked me what song for the father daughter dance, and I go, "Daddy's Little Girl, duh."
Oh,
With what's his name? Braveheart. Um, Tim McGraw.
okay,
Yeah,
right. Tim McGraw.
Daddy's Little Girl. Yeah. So yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, beautiful. What a location. My God, that looked so pretty. And
Thank you, Jill.
we missed you. Gone a whole week.
Yeah, I missed a lot of catching up on you guys.
Yeah.
Don't really get a lot of YouTube time when you're in paradise, right?
I should hope not.
Yep. Good, good.
Well,
All right, we got a few mysteries tonight.
hmm.
Hey, Pamela and Gina, as usual, Juno, and Beck and Connie and Sharon and Linda and Debbie, Healer Jules. Good crew again.
The Mystery Theater crew.
So, what I got on is Mystery of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Copper Scroll that was found. What does that actually lead to? Is there another scroll out there yet? And then there's reports of possibly Julius Caesar had a son named Caesarion.
Hmm.
Was that his real son with Cleopatra? Did he have a romance with Cleopatra and she have another son? And then you read it. I seen you read it with Danny
Yeah.
about Jean-Luc Brunel. I
Yeah, we touched
haven't.
on it a little bit. So,
I haven't. See what kind of mysteries around a supposed hanging with no video again.
oh, right?
And
What are
then
the
I have a very interesting picture that I want us to read on. The so my I guess it would be my brother-in-law, kinda. I'm not married to Nancy, but her sister's husband passed away, and her she was at work and boxing up a whole bunch of stuff at work, and she grabbed a whole bunch of old boxes just to box some things up. And I'll show this in a minute, but the on the box it said her husband's name, Douglas, the date he passed away, and pretty darn close to the time he passed away, stamped on this box. And his wife found this box.
jeez.
So I'm like, is that a sign? Was this created prior to his death? Because the stamping looks pretty old.
So she found the
Not like
box
it's
after he passed.
yeah. So he passed in June of
Mhm.
last year, and she's packing up stuff now at work, and she's just grabbing boxes that were around to use, and she found this box stamped. It looks a little faded, so it looks like an old box.
Mhm.
So let's bring that up. Why am I down here? Let's see. Oh, there we go. It wasn't full screen. Share. Let's see. Video file. Oh, what the heck? This is weird.
Oh yeah, you can't share. You have to upload it now.
You can't share.
It wouldn't let me either.
I don't see new tabs.
No.
Oh my God.
But there's a thing where you can share the file. So go to video. Wait, go to slides.
Google
and then upload
Slides.
from your computer. You see?
Slides.
Yeah. And then add file from Google Slides or your computer.
Oh my Lord.
I know, right?
It was so easy just to throw a tab. This ain't gonna be
I don't know
good.
why they changed it.
This ain't gonna be good for tonight.
Well, we'll get through.
Select the file. Well, how do you find a file? It comes up blank.
Well, do you have the image on your desktop?
I have it up and
Save it as a JPEG or something on your computer desktop.
this is unreal. I can't believe this. I wish I would have known that.
It just like happened the other day. Do you want me to do it? Maybe I can do it.
Well, I have it downloaded. It's saved as a JPEG. This is not cool. Oh, there it is.
Did you get it?
It says share screen. Oh, it's a different tab. Can we see it?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna scroll it out. All right, I figured it out. Okay. So if everyone can see this, his name was Douglas. And the stamping on there is 06/10/21. That was the day he passed. And he passed away in the evening. And the numbers are 21:24 of the time, which is 9:24. His wife found that box. So I would like to read if this is a sign. And if this was actually created before he passed.
Wow. Okay.
Like
to me, it doesn't feel like a coincidence. How could it possibly? I mean, how could it possibly have his name and date and time of him leaving?
I know, right?
Was he a funny guy?
He was a professor. He was also a part-time politician. Because like in New Hampshire, it's you get voted in, but it's basically volunteered. So people in New Hampshire have full-time jobs, and they volunteer through elections to be on the state representative. He was the Speaker of the House in New Hampshire.
Wow.
He got.
I mean, she must have jumped right out of her shoes when she turned the box over.
Pretty much. She sent that to Nancy, and she asked me about it. But that's just crazy. You know, you hear of signs of pennies and quarters and feathers and birds, but to actually have a stamp and of the date he passed.
It's incredible.
I mean, it could have been stamped, just happened to be stamped that day, but why would it have his name?
And this is at her work, not his work. This wasn't. Right. She wasn't collecting his stuff. She was at her own office.
Yeah, she needed to box up and mail some things or something at work. She grabbed some boxes and seen that.
Whoa. All right. What's going on with this box?
No, this was boxes at her work that she found. It wasn't like she got boxes from FedEx or something. She was using up old boxes.
And he didn't ever go to her work. Like he
Nope.
wouldn't.
Nope, they work in totally different places. He was a professor at the college, and she works at I don't know, some kind of environmental place. He had cancer, Connie, and he passed within 3 weeks after finding out.
All right.
Yep. All right. I got Queen of Coins. That's wife to me here. 10 of Cups family and the sun. Definitely assigned to her
Yeah.
on that question I got.
Protect and yes, he's watching over her. Yes, a sign. Oh my God. Wants her to know he's embracing her still, around her. So she will be confused about this, not understanding because he's moved on, right?
Yep.
But this feels like a message. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Connie, this was my Nancy's sister's husband. It'd be a brother-in-law.
Yeah. So surprise message coming to light. He's at peace with what happened to him. It's because I asked you if he had a sense of humor because it's almost a playful, funny thing. And you know what I mean? Like
he did a little bit. He was they loved going to like microbreweries and tours. He wasn't really a huge jokester, but he was on the serious side, and he took his education as a professor very serious. Okay. I want to see what your cards say about timing of when this was printed. Before, at, or after his passing.
wow. What's this box?
Fast, new, truth.
From this box printed.
Huh. So I'm getting that it was printed after for her with your cards. New, truth, and from the heart.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm getting. I'm not getting before. I asked, was it printed before? And I'm not getting that. This is so amazing.
So it's like, he put the thought into someone else, or there's something going.
Literally what I got. He willed this into happening. This was a romantic gesture from his heart to her.
Yep.
This was a message that he wanted to get to her through a special circumstance that she's not going to understand, this unique kind of thing. Oh my, I have goosebumps. Oh my God.
That is just incredible. She didn't, there's no way of knowing the exact time when he passed, but it was in the evening about that time, which is crazy. And it's stamped, 2124. And with his name. It freaked her out, of course.
I feel like it was, oh my God. I just asked, why did he do it? So there we have the message in the air, read who he is and love. It was just a way to look at this. There's the box and the yes. This was a way for him to tell her he loved her. I don't know if he got the chance in the hospital or something like that, or maybe he feels he didn't do it enough. But this was a, um, oh wow, okay,
Yeah,
this was also,
he had time because he knew
yeah.
it was coming.
But he
It
wanted to make
yeah
sure he also wanted her to know that he can talk to her from the other side. And
mm-hmm.
she may not believe it. You see how she's not this, like, how is this happening? So if I were her, I would
Yeah,
look for extra signs, because if he can do this, what else can he do from
yeah.
the other side?
After he passed, I was talking with Nancy, and I got messages from him. I didn't talk to the sister-in-law, um, personally, but Nancy relayed these messages, and they're like, "Well, how would you know?" kind of thing. You didn't know this, how could you say that? Of certain messages. And before he ended the session of me connecting, he goes, "Oh, congratulations on our grandchild. It's going to be a girl." Right?
Wow.
Two what was it, 2 months later, his son and wife said they're going to have a baby, and it was a girl.
Yeah. Oh,
And they're all like, "How did you know that?" I said, "It wasn't me. It was Doug." So it was
I
pretty
mean,
crazy.
yeah, I'm getting he is sending messages, so she could look out for more messages. If he can do that, what else can he do and send to her?
Yeah,
Wow.
she's getting it a little bit. They were never really into spirit or understanding. He was kind of an atheist.
Well, he's seen the light now, so
Yeah. So it was never in their realm.
oh, he's probably letting her know that it's real, right? And that's why she
Yep.
doesn't understand, because this isn't something she would normally study, or
Right. Yep. Yep.
maybe this is to help her awakening. Wow.
Connie got a little brag going on. Her son Tommy made it on a Bon Appetit magazine.
Oh my God.
Spooky and Oracle. Congrats there, Connie.
That is terrific.
Oh, let's see. Let's go with this one next. Comments. Okay, see if I can get this share screen back again. Oh, I found it. It was on the bottom then. Share screen, then Chrome tab.
Did it let you share it? Is it letting you share the Chrome tab?
Yeah.
Because mine wouldn't. Okay, awesome.
All right. So Caesarion, he died at 17, and it's unsure for what happened, whether or not, but according to text or whatever, the ancients can figure out, studiers of the ancient text, that it's possible that Cleopatra had an affair with Julius Caesar and had a son, Caesarion. And supposedly, this is a supposed statue made of him. But it was stated that he was murdered because there can be no Caesars. Plus, and Cleopatra and who's the other one? Mark Antony were. That's another thing I want to look at, is if they were actually murdered, or actually committed suicide or murdered. But at age 3, Cleopatra announced that he would be a pharaoh and that they would rule together. Let's see. Then I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, Octavian. Yeah. So adoptive brother Octavian of Julius Caesar was jealous, and he wanted the throne, and he ended up ruling because
Yeah, so Octavian was Julius Caesar's son through adoption.
right.
Also his great grandnephew or something, but he adopted him as a son.
Yes.
And he was jealous of Caesarion.
So what was the story? At 18, Cleopatra married her 10-year-old brother and co-ruler Ptolemy in 51 BC. Civil war broke out between the pair, and Cleopatra fled to Syria to marshal her own forces. Came back better than ever, and after sneaking into the family friend Julius Caesar's chambers, wrapped a rug, and she charmed him and enlisted his help to defeat her brother. So did she seduce him for help, and then they ended up having a child. Let's see. There's a painting of Cleopatra emerging from the carpets of Julius chambers. So Cleopatra sent Caesarion to India or something to try keep him safe, but he was called back only to be murdered, they think, by Octavian.
Yeah, one of his keepers or handlers told him to go back. So obviously someone who was against him, right? He didn't realize. And he was killed when he went back. So he would have been really powerful. So Caesarion would have been the son of Cleopatra, Egypt, and the son of Julius Caesar, Rome. This would have been probably one of the most powerful people in the world when he would finally become king or emperor, whatever, pharaoh, whatever term they would give him. So I could see why Octavian would be threatened.
Yeah,
Octavian thought he was in line for the throne.
Right. He would not rule unless they were gone. So Caesarion passed only a month after Cleopatra and Mark Antony. So,
yeah, real Game of Thrones stuff.
Yeah. So Octavian was later known as Augustus Caesar. Strange times back then. All about who's going to be king. Let's see, who's this?
I'm not sure if that's Octavian or Caesar.
Octavian had a Caesarian.
That
looks like Octavian. I think that depicts Octavian there.
Yeah, I didn't realize Antony and Cleopatra had 3 children of their own.
Yep.
So they had 3 children plus Caesarion. So Mark Antony, obviously not the father of Caesarion, but with Cleopatra.
Sheila, it sounds like what we have going on now, huh?
Yeah, real.
Okay, I think I'm gonna use these fabulous cards. Check this out.
So, what's the first question you want to get into?
Let's see. Was Cleopatra and Mark Antony murdered, or did they commit suicide?
Okay.
Ancient texts and what they've said for entertainment only is that they committed suicide together. But if they're ruling the world at that point, why would they commit suicide? Or is this all Octavian?
I think she got message that Mark Antony was dead, and then she died by apparently an asp bite.
According to texts, Octavian died a month later.
So they were killed then. You mean Caesarion was killed after?
Yes, because he was in India.
Right, and he came back and...
He was sent, and then he came back, and then Octavian supposedly killed him.
Yeah.
It took a while to search on that one because I was curious, and I finally found it that Mark Antony and Cleopatra died in August, and Caesarion passed in September, according to text.
And I believe cesarean section is named after him as well. I don't know. Does anyone know if Cleopatra had him by cesarean section?
No, she thought it was Caesar's son, and she wanted something with Caesar in his name.
Oh, but I think cesarean section came after that. I don't know, like the term. I could be totally wrong. Okay. Was Mark Antony murdered? Mark Antony murdered. Was Mark Antony See, a cover-up. People didn't know what to believe. A plan. Perhaps something in his drink. Someone maybe of in the, what do you call it, army or whatever. Okay. Someone I think he trusted maybe in the army or the whatever he worked in.
Look at
that. Yeah.
What does that look like? That looks like Roman.
Yes, it does.
Protect it. And you talk about army?
Yep.
You know, that just made me laugh, but yeah. But I got a yes, is that they were murdered.
Yeah.
So then it's like they set it up for someone to take the fall here. They thought about jail, but everything was linked together with a sour taste, added up to be, and it was the person linked who would be ruler.
Ah.
I feel that as like being the ruler. Wait, I think Octavian had him murdered. Yeah, I see that card. I'm like, it's all for the power of Egypt. You got that too.
Yeah. So I threw on them separately. Him first, now her. Yeah. They wanted them out of the way.
So that sour tasting could be like poison or something too.
Yeah. Yeah. Some believe cesarean was the first to be born via C-section. His name is actually derived from the Latin word sedere, which means to cut.
Well,
Caesar, Julius Caesar. Maybe it was Julius Caesar who was the first born via C-section. Oh, that could be it.
You know that. You learn something every day. Let's see. Reports that there it is. Mim said it. Universal Washington reports that some believe Caesar was the first one born via C-section. The name actually derived from the Latin word sedare, which means to cut. Oh, interesting. You want to see what the cards say about that?
And the Caesar drink, was that named after Caesar? Well, you guys have Bloody Marys. We drink Caesars up here. Well, we drink both, but I don't drink Caesars because Caesars have clam juice.
I don't know why, but when we started talking about this, my ears started ringing like crazy. I'm not getting a message from it, but the bells are ringing.
Ring-a-ling. Okay, so we see that they were murdered. Are you pulling on something?
Yeah, if Caesar was born by a C-section. My guides are telling me no.
And Caesar salad, yeah.
Maybe king, change. That's not really telling me. I don't know what came out. I'm not sure. Um,
I'm seeing a new decision in the past to avoid death. So perhaps he may have been one of the first. Maybe not the first, but maybe the first most famous one.
these three aren't, I don't know. They're not telling me cesarean because the guy this is telling me no with the home sweet home domestic. That feels like normal. And then I got these three: the lights, the time, and he would be king, kind of thing. It looks like. To that throw doesn't tell to me that it was like a cut or anything like that. It's on the bottom, the world card on the bottom.
Bloody Marys are really good. Vodka, tomato juice, and then
Yeah.
like tons of like celery and olives and pickles. It's like a whole salad. I put a whole salad on a Bloody Mary, but I don't drink booze anymore, so because it makes me feel sick.
Yeah.
I have a virgin Bloody Mary though.
I could drink tomato juice, but not V8 and stuff. That tastes weird to me. Can you give Scott a life lesson on his cards? A lifeline.
Got a
lifeline. Well, what does the stoplight and the time clock say? It could mean you had to do quick. Time's ticking. Could pass.
I also wonder if at the time maybe you weren't allowed to be born by cesarean if you were going to be king, like some kind of ridiculous old-fashioned way of thinking, like you had to be born through the canal for it to actually for you to count. I don't know.
There's a lot of weird traditions.
Okay, so
was
you want to see Caesarion was the son,
actually Caesar's son, because he never recognized him and he had no real connection growing up to Caesar, according to text. So a Caesarion who passed at 17,
the real son of Julius Caesar,
the biological son of Julius Caesar. Connie says yes.
Got the bullseye.
Huh.
I think she enticed him.
Yes.
They romanced. So she either gave him a little extra drinky drink one night and she romanced him. But it was definitely a surprise to him. So that could very well have happened. She could have given him a sweet potion and knocked him out and then made a baby. So I think that's why he didn't know, because he may not have remembered having that business meeting with her.
So I would say yes. I have your medical card and then the mail. I think it was a ploy by Cleopatra. I think she wanted a son from him.
Yep. I agree. I think she planned it. Very smart lady, because her son has he's Rome and Egypt together.
I think that she wanted him to be king. Then I got this card. It's kind of like cold case solved. I mean, you got cold case and then solved. Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. I think she seduced him and ended up pregnant. Jeez, now we're all talking about Bloody Marys. All right, I'm gonna give myself a thumbs up.
All right. Give a thumbs up, folks, for the show. Please subscribe to both of our channels. I'm Lilac Lantern, and of course, this is Scott Allen, Spiritual Essence. And Renee's here too, Tarot Love Community. Please like and subscribe to Tarot Love Community YouTube channel, as well as tarotlovecommunity.net, where all kinds of surprises and excitement wait for you there. Right, Scott?
You bet. Hey, we doing this? That's right. I got an email I got to respond to Renee about.
Don't say it out loud. I don't think everybody knows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A game night.
Another game night. It's me that's the problem. I gotta do my
Oh, you gotta find some compadres?
Yeah.
My compadres are in the chat.
Uh-huh. Sneaky sneak.
Yeah. This was supposed to happen months ago.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I had to decompress from a horrible job.
Okay. Oops. How do I get this off? Okay. Let's go stay in that area. The Copper Scroll. So there was a whole bunch of Dead Sea Scrolls found. Let's see. I gotta find that link here quick. Where is it? Hello. There it is. So supposedly on this scroll, after they found a whole bunch of Dead Sea Scrolls in the 50s, 47 to 50, some random sheep herder found this cave and found scrolls in 11 caves near the shores of the Dead Sea. But one of these scrolls found was copper. And it had a manuscript on it, which has been decoded. And they think it leads to treasures. In today's money, they think the treasures are about 3 trillion.
Wow.
According to what they have decoded, according to that time of what they said and in the Bible and whatnot.
It's the ultimate treasure map.
So they say if you find these treasures, maybe it'll lead to where the possible Ark of the Covenant is. But that's where it's held. Let's see. It's in display. I can't remember where. The Copper Scroll comprises of 12 columns written in Hebrew. In a catalog-like style, the text enumerates locations in Palestine and hidden treasures. Opening lines of the text set the stage for a treasure quest. 100 gold bars, 900 talents, and such. So
isn't this just fascinating that this happened thousands of years ago?
Oh, I know, right?
Like, what was going on and this happened? It's incredible. And that we found it thousands of years later.
I know, it's crazy. But nothing's ever been found, according to what the texts have said. Some hold that a Jewish community that settled in Qumran in antiquity, possibly the Essenes, mentioned by Philo and Joseph, could have amassed considerable wealth over time. And then they hidden those possessions. And these scrolls were like a map. But biggest thing is that at the end, where is it? It kind of lead the end tax kind of lead to something else. Like there's another scroll out there.
Mm,
Trying to find it might be in the other.
the
Maybe
other
it's in
link.
the other link I gave you. It says something about the last few lines describe something else. Like there's another scroll hiding out there that would put everything together.
And someone taking the time to bang all of this out into copper, it's got to be real. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we?
So let's. All right.
And the fact that they knew not to put it on paper because paper would disintegrate in water or catch on fire, or the smarts to use copper because copper would probably withstand whatever.
Right. I read a little bit about the other scrolls, and it seems like that was mostly historical text
Mm,
about wars, what
right.
was going on at the times. But these copper ones are different. The texts are different. They lead to things. They talk about treasures. So you want to see if there's another scroll out there? Because I kind of believe there is.
I just got a vibe that these were kind of like the other stuff you were talking about, historic scrolls, right? History and stuff. I
Yeah.
wonder if this was kind of like a bank scroll, like to say where treasures were, where money was kept, like almost like a bank. It's probably the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Thanks, Cheryl. I love my hat too. Okay, so is there another scroll in the set,
Yeah.
or
Is there
more
a
than one?
12th scroll that hasn't been found?
Right. Is there another copper scroll? I got goosebumps. Is there another copper scroll?
My guy just saying yes, there is, and it's hidden. Well, I think there is, and I think it's in the Sphinx or underneath the Sphinx or something like that.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because I got the strength and justice as the overall energy. So, like, the strength has a structure, and I'm feeling like under justice here is like standing guard, something guarding it, hidden. So, and then I had the sun and the two of swords next to it. Doesn't that look like a pyramid?
Yep.
And then I had the sun. The pyramid has to do with astrological alignments and all that. So that's where that led me to it. I think it's in this secret chamber underneath the Sphinx.
Wow.
I think that's where I was moved. I have female. I'm having female energy
Me too.
with kind of like what do you want to call it? A priestess or something like that. Ancient Egypt priestess or in that area or whatever. So we got magician, some kind of female creative energy, and then a priestess. This looks like a queen. Got the crown. And then I got the home card of happy family. Then this one's got, what I see is like, it's got a ship. So it's like going over water. So like you have to go over water from Qatar and Saudi Arabia and stuff to get to Egypt. That's what I'm drawn to. So yeah, I think that is. I got the Four of Swords. That's hidden. It's a hidden kind of thing. You got to step back. There's rocks. There's kind of like what do like the pyramids or something, but that looks more like Stonehenge. Yeah, I think there is.
Yep. Yeah, I got that it's in the world. We will come to see it, right? It's just the search hasn't hit the right location yet. What I'm getting is a society or a group of people who made these scrolls were destroyed, right? They were wiped out, but the scroll remained. I also got the female card. I'm getting soon, not soon, but soon. What's soon in human years? I don't know. The money will be found. And look at this. I got brown. As soon as I saw the brown, I said, that's sand. It's somewhere in the desert. In the desert. The money was hidden from enemies, so they wouldn't get it. It was supposed to be dug up in the future, except I think the future didn't happen for this group who hid it because they got destroyed. And I do see again, we got the present positions. It's almost in the now. Someone's going to find this treasure. And when you said the pyramid, isn't there like a king's chamber in the pyramids or in one of the tombs, something like that? The copper scroll could very well be hidden there. I do get the sand. I do get a desert. And we all got the female card.
Mims, the Egyptian government will not let anyone dig underneath this Sphinx.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So they've had excavations there and whatnot, and the last time they tried, they got shut down by the Egyptian government.
So they know stuff's under there.
Yeah, I think so. And actually, with my contact with Bob and my past life regression, we both seen a chamber underneath the Sphinx, both times. So, Mims is asking if it's going to be, how about, will it be uncovered? It probably has to do with everything with enlightenment, our extraterrestrial friends, things all come into light, that kind of thing. So in our lifetime, let's say, okay, I'm 53. Okay, next 30 years. Let's go next 30 years. Next 30 years, will
the copper scroll
these scrolls be found? Enlightenment.
I have goosebumps, man. I don't know what is going on, but this one is pretty cool.
Healer jewels, there's no way that thing slides. That's one stone that goes down. There's no way that this thing slides. I did see that, but I don't agree with that one. There's no way that thing that slides. That was carved out of one stone. Direction, chaos, target. Weird.
So something has to change before it can be discussed where it is, before it's set free to the world. I think there's powers that be that are stopping this from, they're afraid what will happen if the information comes out.
Yes.
There's something they're afraid of if it comes out. The money, all that stuff, if it comes to light. Again, I just have goosebumps. It's leading to something about who we are, where we are, our enlightenment. It's more than just the money. If this stuff comes out, it's bigger information.
It's basically, I think the basically the Holo Records is underneath that.
Mm.
Well, I think it's behind the Sphinx, deep down behind the chamber. Because if you look at videos about the Sphinx, there is maybe like a 2x4 hole right behind the Sphinx, but it's kind of, no one can get in there. So I got that too. Indications about that be a target, but there'd be too much chaos. I think people with bigger connections or whatever will stop it. That's what I'm sensing with that. I just don't. I'm being shown more to the red. I don't think it's gonna come out in our lifetime.
Something has to change first. So a change in the government over there, a change in the powers that be that are blocking this information. Maybe our enlightenment. If we enlighten enough in the next 30 years, maybe we can see it. Wow.
Oop, I was gonna hit something. Jill got the martini card and alien related. Yeah, let's toss on that. Will it be disclosed when our alien friends show up? Because then there'll be because we were getting before, they are disclosed when enough people are enlightened.
That's what I just said. That's what I felt like. Something has to change. So maybe it's
right.
Our enlightenment has to shift enough until we can find out. Until we're allowed to find out.
Does disclosure have something to do with it? Enough people are enlightened and connected with our extraterrestrial friends. Okay, now I got the chills.
I'm freezing, man. This whole reading is like. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nancy. Okay, I got to shuffle. Make sure I get a proper. Well, the problem is there's billions in this planet, Aspie. We need approximately 70% of the billions of population to be enlightened. I think that's the whole process of ascension, to get 70+% of the people enlightened.
You guys are going to flip out when you see my card.
I'll do somersaults if I can.
So I used the the outer space deck, whatever it is, that alien deck that we both have, right?
The Martians? I should grab that.
And look at what I got. Now, just look at the imagery. On one side, you have the pyramid. On the other side, you have the aliens. The Anunnaki sitting on, what are they sitting on? They're sitting on the type of lettering that's on the copper scrolls. They're sitting on that. Controlling, drama, conflict of interest. Bullseye. It's a conflict of interest right now for whoever is in charge of these things to let the rest of us know, because it's very enlightening, and maybe they don't want us to be enlightened. I don't know. But look, they're literally sitting on the copper scroll, on how they write the scroll, that imprinting. Whoa. And one side pyramid, one side alien.
Well, the Anunnaki, I believe, are the ones that help develop all these ancient civilizations.
I'm going to freak out. And the Anunnaki are like impressioned, aren't they impressioned on a lot of things? Certainly in
You know,
in the Middle East.
yeah.
Whoa.
I believe what I was getting before is that they originally helped build civilizations until they turned everyone into slaves and evil.
So this may go, whatever the secrets are, may go back to information about
You know,
Anunnakis,
yeah,
ETs.
it's. I really believe it's like the Akashic records. They'll tell us everything. Um,
Holy
you,
Hannah. I'm going to jump out of my chair with this
you know the
book.
weird thing is the other day, Virgil, Virgil texted me, our buddy Virgil,
Yep.
and he said in a download he got a new version of these Anunnakis to make.
Mm.
You know, you've seen his sculptures he's been doing. We got a download the other day of a new version, similar, but they have different features and whatnot. And he was talking about how they wear all these clothes with capes and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's what I see. It was I see too. So it's like weird. You get the Anunnaki card, and he's getting this new download coming in. So yeah, I got something's gonna set things on fire here.
Mm.
With something foreign comes down, and then what was this card? A new direction. That's what I
That
think.
could be the compass to find it too. Like finding the treasure.
I
I don't know.
don't think we need a compass because it's there. It's just down. And I keep getting this home card because I think that's like the Sphinx, and you know, there's a door, you know, that kind of thing.
Mm.
So we got what I think is aliens coming down from space, a whole bunch. I
Yeah.
think that's what I think from that one.
Yeah.
But what I got here is your three-letter ones, so it feels like
I feel like they're the ones. It may not be one of the ones on that card, but some kind of secret group.
yeah,
Yes.
there's a secret group or someone protecting it.
Maybe a illuminated group, if you know what
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's going to be up to them. It's like they're in coordination with their ET friends. It's like it ain't gonna happen until
Yeah.
something.
Well, they're sitting on it. They have it. They know where it is. They're sitting on it.
Yeah,
Controlling drama, conflict of interest. It doesn't suit both purposes to give it to us yet or to let us see. Suit my purpose.
so I'm not getting a boom boom answer here because I think it's supposed to be secret.
Yeah.
It may or may not. That's all I can say. I'm not getting a boom boom. Linda got yes, and the card with the head and the fingers pointing to it and the green light. It very well may happen because we were getting, you know, in the next 5 to 8 years, disclosure happens. They come down and join us and expose. I was listening to a pretty cool popped up on recommendations after I watched you and Danny. When I was driving today, I listened to a long show about that abductees. It was pretty interesting.
Wow.
If they pop up and I haven't seen them before, I like to listen to them talk about their experiences and coming out and all this. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
All
did you
right.
cry, Scott? Deanne wants to know if you cried at the wedding.
No, I didn't. But
Oh,
Jordan cried.
oh
Uh, husband cried. New husband.
yeah.
So let's see. We got the scrolls. We did Sarah. Okay, two more left.
That reading on the scroll ones, I'm telling you, the temperature in this room went to minus something. It's starting to come back up now.
Yep, I felt that too. Hey, Deanne. Thank you, dear.
Yes, we all miss Scott. Are you crazy?
Yeah. Seems like forever.
It
Been,
did.
oh, yeah. Well, it's 10 days. Yeah.
Oh, 10 days. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yep. Because we did Sunday mystery and then took off driving at 1 a.m. to the airport.
Mm.
And then I'm back online here Wednesday.
Well, the
So it's been
pictures look
like,
beautiful. I mean, what a dream wedding. What it just looked like the beautiful sky and the water, and her
it was
dress
beautiful,
was
beautiful
gorgeous.
day.
Her hair looked gorgeous. The dress was gorgeous.
Yes. Nope. Gene Dorsey is a tweener between us. So if you put a draw to a direct line from me to Toronto, we'd find Gene on a ley line.
Amazing.
Okay. Which deck do I want to use for this? So you and Danny read on this, but
We read on it briefly. Yep.
what happened to Jean-Luc Brunel? Mr. Epps' compadre supposedly supplied him with many persons. We know where that's going.
Yeah, I was reading an article today about one of the formal models that worked there, and she's devastated that he's passed away because she wanted this to go to court, right?
Yep, I did catch a little bit of that too. Yeah,
And yeah, saying that he would lure them in with promises of becoming supermodels or whatever, and then they would be attacked by him, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, and then him farming them out to other people. Just
yep.
unbelievable. And he was so famous, or very rich, and
I believe it all started with that modeling agency with John Casablanca.
Yeah, there's allegations against him too, right?
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
they're
yeah,
saying it happened. Yeah.
there has been many allegations against him.
And now, how does Jean-Luc Brunel end up the same way as Ep? Right?
Right.
Isn't that just
camera off?
Camera off in the cell. No one can see. No one's around, and there you go.
All right. I when I first heard about it, I was in
my ears ringing.
Punta Cana, obviously, but I meditated quick, so I have a sense of what happened. And someone said about Cass Peters did have a prediction on that today. He did his pictures on him.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yes.
Bye, Gina. Have a good sleep.
Bill Barr. Bill Barr didn't.
Yeah, was Bill Barr in France?
Was Bill Barr in Paris, France, and that?
Did anyone see Bill Barr in France about a week ago? Whatever it was, a couple days ago, whatever it is.
Okay. Give me a full spread. I'm gonna do a full spread on him.
All right.
Get the whole story.
Yep. What happened?
And see if it matches up with my intuition thoughts that the guys are telling me. Chatter, chatter. Sterling Roses.
Hello?
Hello.
It's 1979 calling. How may I help you?
I'm going to mute.
Hello? Ooh, that gave me goosebumps. Hmm.
Let's see. Well, I'm getting he did not want to die.
Wow.
Okay. I think he was going to flip on people.
Yeah, I see that.
I got the Star, the Chariot, and the Page of Pentacles. A new path of offering of money or material, which would be documents, something like that. Chariot, taking control of your destiny. The Star, flipping. Then I have the Sun, Seven of Pentacles, and Judgment. He was kind of afraid of judgment upon him. Things come to light with him. Seven of Pentacles, he had the goods on people. Kind of like Epstein. He had video and all that stuff. So
He
he
had
was going to
names.
bring
Yeah.
things out, and there's judgment there. So he had the goods on everyone. With the Ten of Cups, the Hermit, Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. He had the goods on the whole shebang. He may have already given it to him. And in the end, someone he was connected with, an authority figure from the past, Emperor, Six of Cups, had him taken out. Five of Swords and Two of Wands. Someone he was connected with took him out. So I don't think he committed suicide.
Nope.
Someone connected he
Yeah.
had dealings with. I think because when I visually did my own energy and like show me what happened, the guide showed me someone coming in and help assisting him die. That confirms it to me.
Yeah. So I see this is a complete cover up, right? This is a total cover up. They wanted it to go away. They didn't want the girls coming into court because they saw it's all going to come out if it came out in court. They wanted to cause chaos over the truth. He actually was not afraid to talk. So I have him and the whistleblower. So I think he was willing to talk because I think they told him they had enough stuff on him, right? This was a big shock when he found out they had all that stuff on him. And what he did with the girls would keep him in jail forever. And it was about to come out to the world. Present position. Pain now from karma from the past. Okay. He had to pay now for karma from the past. He was stopped by a high level person. Okay. Someone way up, just like you were saying. Way up. I also think I had a friend card sort of along with that. I think it's someone who we thought was a friend, like you're saying, someone he kind of knew.
It's probably, some kind of oligarch, like either Russian or maybe even Israeli.
I think he may have been injected with something to kill him, to cause chaos.
Could be.
So he couldn't talk in the future. He couldn't talk about traffic in the future, right? You understand what I mean by traffic? Yeah.
But also getting with that Judgment and Sun, I sense he was kind of understanding of the spirit world. And you mentioned karma.
Yeah. He
I
knew he
think
was
he wanted
paying
to
for it.
release that karma and spill the beans because all his bad deeds he did over those years. I feel like he wanted to
Yeah.
release his soul, kind of thing. That's a lot of times when I see that judgment card, I feel that.
I think you're right. I think while he was in jail, he may have already started talking to the authorities about all that stuff, right?
And I think it's too late.
Whew.
Because yeah. So that's a matter of how prosecutors and whatnot move forward. Shall we see if
Well, it's a complete cover up, the story they're telling, and I am freezing now head to toe. So that's a complete. We need a story that keeps the room a nice temperature.
So even though people are passing away and G-Max is still alive, I think we've gotten this before, but let's toss again. Is all this coming out? Is everyone going to be held accountable, kind of thing?
Is
Yeah.
every name coming out?
Yeah, the names, the whole operation. Is it eventually going to come out, or is it going to stay hidden
Well, let's not see what's going to come out in the next 5 years.
Like it has for the last 30 years? It's all been covered up until Mr. Epps was elected.
Yeah, so Sean Aries is saying he was 75.
Yeah.
So of course he was talking. He didn't want to live in prison for the remainder of his life. Oddly enough, yeah, he still ended up dying there.
Here,
I think the soul contract, like when you come down, you're supposed to be good, but people break from the good contract and then become this kind of person, right? They become weak. They become
it's
possessed.
greed.
I don't know.
You get greed. You get in the wrong crowd. It's just like getting addicted to drugs or becoming alcoholic, or
they get pulled down into that 3D so horribly.
It's just like when you go out and party when you're young. Oh, my friend's doing it. Let's do it. Well, we do this. Oh, you want shots? You want to do this? Maybe you drink too much and then you get in a car accident and pass away. You get sucked into things, being in the crowd, doing the things, and he was obviously too weak. And greed stepped in, and he seen an opportunity, and he went down the wrong path. But that's what I was sensing with the spread, though. By him flipping, giving up stuff, he was trying to save his soul, to do the right thing. Because I think he believed.
I think he was worried about what comes next.
What comes next? Yeah, I think he believed what comes next
in the afterworld. Yeah. What question were we gonna? Oh, is it all gonna come out?
Yeah.
All the names all over the world. This
We're
whole traffic.
We're looking for a son. Is it all coming out? The whole trafficking operation. For entertainment only. Trump models. All that.
Is it all gonna come out? Is it all gonna be public? Whole trafficking. All the names. Is it all gonna come out?
Yes. The past, everyone involved. I got positive, smiley face. Guilty, trafficking. Heart, prison. I don't think it gets any better than that.
Yeah. You know what I'm seeing? You know what brings it all out? Like we're talking very big corrupt leaders' names. We're talking huge names here that know about this stuff. Okay. It's been covered up. The chaos is going to go. We're going to see what happened. We won't be happy when we will see it. We'll just be happy that it's out. It's the females. It's the females. This is why we're at a state of, we are at a phase of human life where women can come out now and they are listened to and believed. And these women are strong. These women are strong enough now to come and speak. That's why it's all going to come out. It's the women, it's the girls. That's why this is it, and it's soon. Holy smokes. I'm being overcome here with emotion.
Well, that would be.
Legally, that's all going to come out. It's going to come out to the world, all of it. The truth, it's time.
TikTok, decision time.
Yeah. And I'm so happy and proud of these females who are coming forward, and I'm sure there's males too. But it's because it's at a time where women can be heard.
Yep.
Right? Because accusations in the past usually didn't really get, too much.
Yeah. Virginia Giuffre started it all.
Whoo.
So you're getting this female energy. Is it G-Max? Did she finally decide to flip and take it all down? Save herself.
I hope so. Is G-Max going to blow the whole thing wide open?
Some even say that she might have been even the head of the organization.
Yeah, they think she was actually smarter than Ep. Used him as a pawn. Because her dad was high up in, I'm not saying the words, but high up in a certain group at some point. I had intel on people all over the world.
That's a good point, Sterling. How is G-Max so protected? Why is she not Epstein?
Well, she hasn't talked. That's why. But will she? Because I feel like she's mad. I think I read on that something like she's mad that people didn't help her, that she's still rotting in jail. All the information. Not just names, but places, money, banks, everything. Just give up all the information. Let she make it. Holy
Nikes?
Holy shites.
I'm getting they don't need G-Max. They already have all the information. That's what I'm getting here. It involves world leaders, things from the past, soon, all travel documents documented. TikTok, guilty. I got the world leaders, and then as far as G-Max, I got no. They don't need her. According to that.
Yeah, my first card out was the authorities, right? All these different groups. Whoever's been talking to her, they have the intel. But what I do see is she's no longer in business with these people who she once was. I think she wants a sweet deal where she spends the rest of her time at home, not in prison, like a, what do you call it? Like you have to wear a bracelet around your ankle or something.
Right.
Look at this. I almost jumped out of my chair. Whistleblower and truth. There's a very good chance she is or has talked in excess more than we have seen. So what was unidentified, she's identified. Mysteries she's talked about. This is all for her own peace, so she can get out of there. Look at this. Coward upside down. So she's not afraid of these guys. She's not afraid of these leaders. She's not afraid of what karma they can dole out. I think she doesn't care about them anymore because they didn't help her, right? So she's like,
right.
Why won't I say your names? What did you do for me? I'm sitting in jail, right?
Yeah. Like I said, doesn't mean she won't flip or anything, but what I'm getting is that they don't need her.
She may have already talked quite a bit, but she could corroborate what they know, right? So if they were to have a trial against someone, they could have what do you call it when you have circumstantial evidence, but they could put her on the stand and she'd be like, yeah, on whenever and this over here and that guy and this bank. Yep. Yeah.
I think they got everything from Epstein. They raided his house. They raided his island. I think it's all in custody.
Ugh,
They have all the tapes.
good
They have
Lord.
everything. They're just not playing their hand. You notice certain things in G-Max's trial they ignored.
Mm.
They wouldn't talk about Virginia. They wouldn't talk about 45 much. Mar-a-Lago was mentioned a few times. How people were
They're
trafficked out of there.
saving some intel for later, probably.
So there's certain things the prosecutors wouldn't go down because there's still stuff out there. Yeah, she could very well be the ringleader.
Mm.
Okay. Oop. Get rid of that.
Thanks for the compliments, folks, on my cards.
Yeah.
You can order your own sets.
You have your own set if you go to landlocklantern.com.
We have the Intuition deck, we have the Clarifier deck, and we have the lovely Oracle deck. Got
them all.
If you go to my YouTube page, you can find it, or if you go to the Game Crafter and search up Lilac Lantern, all 3 decks will pop up for you. Mm-hmm.
Check that out.
Thank you. I feel. I feel amazing when I see people use my deck. It's like such a what? It's amazing. It's amazing.
I wonder how they're doing on printing, though.
Oh, I think they're still way behind.
Yeah. Last time I checked, they said mine won't come until 1st of April.
Oh, my goodness.
And at first schedule, they said January 25th.
I think that's because you ordered bulk. So Scott made his own cards. If you don't know, you ordered bulk, right? You ordered like 10 decks or something.
10 decks, yeah. Mm. But they had it scheduled, and then coronavirus hit the business. So I don't know why it would push it back that long. I gotta go to the website and check it out again.
Yeah, send them an email.
It's been updated.
Thanks, Renee. Yeah, there's the link. Renee posted it. Tarot Love Community posted. Thanks, Renee.
So nice
to go over to Tarot Love Community.
Okay. No, I don't want notifications. All right. There's nothing. There's a lot of ads on this website. Trying to get rid of.
There's Julia Roberts. She's special guest tonight on Mystery Theater.
Oh, yes. There's ads everywhere in this Daily Mail. Oh, come on. Get out. Yes, I want to stop seeing this ad. Really. Anyway, the mystery of Hanging Gardens of Babylon. It's considered one of the 7 wonders of the world, but they don't know where it is. It was supposedly 80 feet high and featured elaborate terraces and floating plants. Ancient texts claim that there was built in the Iraqi city of Babylon in 600 BC. This led many to believe that the Babylonian emperor Nebuchadnezzar built them. Yet closer analysis suggests that it was built 350 miles in the Assyrian capital of Nineveh. King names I cannot pronounce. Sorry, folks. Okay. So for centuries, historians believe the Hanging Gardens were built in Babylon, Iraq by Emperor. I'm going to say name. some think it wasn't in that area. So they're only going on text, and people made drawings. Like it may look like this with a where how they didn't have all these plants on it. It would kind of like water itself the way rain would fall down, but it's supposed to be quite a special. But archaeologists and historians have scoured the location of the ancient city and unable to find any physical evidence of these mystical gardens, leading some to believe it's just a myth. It's said to be one of the seventh ancient wonders of the world, called the Hanging Garden.
I bet it was
It's supposed to be
gorgeous.
built high above the ground, split level stone terraces. Some texts refer to the plants in the gardens as floating, giving the appearance of being suspended in midair. A Greek historian named Diodorus Siculus described gardens as being 400 feet wide by 400 feet long, with the walls as high as 800 feet.
80 feet.
Sorry, 80 feet. Given the size, historians estimate the gardens would have used 8,200 gallons of water a day to water these plants.
Woo. So must have been located near fresh water.
Yeah, so here's another possible depiction. There's Babylon south of Baghdad, but some believe that it's up there by Nineveh. But no remnants of this has ever been found. Let's see, any pictures here coming or gonna be dead? Okay, back to StreamYard. Okay, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Was it a real thing first, I guess? There's been a lot of ancient type structures that have collapsed. Beautiful structures that have collapsed due to erosion, natural disasters, earthquakes, wars. Some have been taken down and taken apart.
I mean, it would have been spectacular. It would have been enormous. I mean, 80 feet high, just lush tropical, assuming tropical plants and trees, probably birds, animals around it too.
So,
Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Were you real?
was it a real?
Was it a real place?
Was it a real structure?
Was it a real place? Structure. Was it a real environment?
Spirit Whisper Mark thinks it's real. That's a weird toss.
Yeah, mine's really weird.
That ain't gonna tell me much.
No, I can't. I don't even know what's going on.
um,
The only answer I can the gray card in the bullseye. What's that? Old? Alien? I don't know. Uh, it's muddy. So does that mean the story is muddy? The story's been muddled down? Uh,
well, I didn't get illusion or moon.
it fell. Maybe it fell with the empire. Moved on. What they know. Secret. I think it was a secret. If it was real, it was the location's supposed to be a secret.
I'm gonna clarify something with your cards quick.
Oren says yes, alien.
Well, I think that extraterrestrials all help build these old structures. Without trains and all that stuff, I just can't see how those structures, what, 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, could have been built.
I'm gonna ask, what were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon? What were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon? What were the Hanging Gardens? What were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon?
All this doing is confusing me. Okay.
Do you think it was off planet? Was it a place but it wasn't here? Like the story's been muddled down through time? And because I'm kind of getting, yes, it's a place, but very mysterious. The world upside down and UFOs. Was it something off planet? Was it a spaceship inside? I don't know.
Yeah, Oren, that's what I believe too. That's how everything was moved. Mind, sound vibrations. Okay, I'm going to look at the end here.
Again, I mean, many shuffles. I get the gray card in the bullseye again. So self, lost. Maybe it was in Atlantis. It's covered up. It's covered up. It's covered up. South. Maybe it was in Atlantis. Or other side of the veil, yeah. This is a really weird throw. The two throws I did are weird. I asked if it was real and I asked what was it, and it seems or the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, something extraterrestrial. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, extraterrestrial.
Because my first throw, I'm not getting anything about structures. It's more like destruction.
You might be seeing how it got torn down. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna try a different deck quick and ask a quick question.
Gardens of Babylon, extraterrestrial nature. So I asked if they were extraterrestrial in nature. We get the past card upside down. So I'm getting that's like way in the past. Yes, upside down. So and then aliens upside down. It's got something to do with them. They want it protected. That I don't think they want to tell us where it is. Because it reveals who they are. Again, it's covered up. I think because man will. Oh, that could be waters covering it. I was thinking man would wreck it if they found it. It's underwater. Or it's another dimension, something. I don't know, guys, but I feel like they don't want us to know.
Mark says, according to Pan, it's real. Orin feels it's underwater or ice. My original throw here suggests it has nothing to do with that area. That the idea of the Hanging Gardens came from elsewhere, like tales, because they would have found something. They found Mesopotamia and all this other stuff.
3 throws, 3 major shuffles, each and every time, gray card beside the bullseye. And whatever the scales of justice is, maybe that's the Hanging Garden.
Hi, Gary.
Off-world garden, an off-world garden, an alien garden, an alien mirage. I don't know. Gonna use my alien card.
Kind of like the actual structure of the gardens was not there, but there was things that kind of looked like that, but not as big. But I think the original tale of the Hanging Gardens was probably in Atlantis. Because with my throw of the ending of this, I got the 9 of Wands, which is defense against persuasive powers. 6 of Coins, division of spoils, the giving and receiving. The Hangman, transition. And then the 8 of Coins. That feels like it's been spread out, destroyed. Like each particle was not there anymore. And prior to that, I have 2 of Coins, 2 of Cups, and Knight of Cups. So that feels to me like it was 2 different places kind of thing. It goes elsewhere. The partnership and swept away with the 9 of Cups. So I think the tale and whatnot of the original Guards was probably in Atlantis. And like many gardens, whatever, were in Iraq and Babylon.
So I used the alien deck and I got Third Eye, Visions, Manifesting, Meditation. Okay, so when I'm vibing off of this, was this garden or this illusion of a garden something that they created as a vision that people could see, but it wasn't really there? And that's why it could be, maybe they were projecting a garden from where they lived, from their planet. And, an illusion.
Yeah, I got the target and gift with yours. So I think the fabulous one of the tales was in Atlantis. The depictions of pictures kind of seen there. But I don't think it was created elsewhere. I mean, like mini structures, I think so, but I'm just not You're seeing it there. That's why they're not finding anything.
That's why they're not finding it, because it's like not really there, if that makes sense.
And
or
all replicas. I do sense there was other
there
replicas,
could be replicas. Yeah, people could have made replicas.
but they
And
were.
that's why we can't find it, because we can't see it. We don't have our third eye open. Well, I do. But I mean, if we could see, if the veil gets thinner, then maybe we would see it, right? So I think that's why it's a secret, and that's why it's a mystery, and that's why they can't find it, because it was a projection of their mind, a projection of their memory. This is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen this before.
I think it was a time the gods walked the earth according to Sumerians, which were yeah, I think that the Anunnaki, like I said earlier, that they helped build all those civilizations until they turned on the people, made them all slaves. Whew.
So it would have been gorgeous if they were projecting what they knew or saw onto a structure or in a, I don't know, whatever they do. It would have been gorgeous. And it would have been magical, and maybe that's why it was hanging, because it was levitating. I don't know. This is amazing. Yeah, like a hologram.
Yeah, I believe it was real, but not. That's why it got confusing, because it's like it wasn't showing me a structure, a card that would show structure like strength or something like that. It just wasn't clicking. It was more showing like destruction and pieces, 2 and the 6s, and it's all like pieces.
And maybe people tried to replicate it, as you said. When the people that got to see the ET one, maybe they tried to replicate it. But they said, remember, that the gardens were hanging like in midair. Hello, ET. Never even dawned on me before that would have been the Garden of Babylon was ET-ish. Great pick. Great pick.
So I got this hide. Get rid of the banner. They were talking about different oracle type decks. I got the Starseed oracle. I think this is better than the Martian one. This is really cool. Star ancestors.
Right, Linda? Why was it called the Hanging Gardens? Well, duh. It was levitating. It was a projection. It was a hologram. It was something unknown before.
Makes no sense when you pair that with some Native American historians. Yeah. Yep, Cheryl. These ancient aliens, they look like gods, but I was getting like they were cloaked, but they were actually extraterrestrials, but they projected themselves like gods.
Yeah.
And with their knowledge and with their ability to help create, they created all these fabulous old ancient civilizations that we read on, that they've been finding with Göbekli Tepe and Mesopotamia, Samaria. Everything's getting digged up. What was that level one? What was that other level one? Was that Göbekli? They still haven't gotten down.
Yeah, they haven't gotten down to the bottom, I don't think.
But yeah, there's no way normal people could create those things. Not back then. 30,000 years ago or whatever, It's not possible without astounding technology.
Are you doing card of the day? What are you?
Card of the day, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it. First time I've touched the Starseed Oracle. Let's see. It comes up right away on Amazon. Grab the box quick.
And I'm going to use the Visions of Life Tarot. Visions of Life Tarot. Thank you to Christina for sending me these.
We
Vision.
got Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Danielle Noel.
Nice.
The Starseed Oracle.
I think I have that one.
Do you?
I just got it. I don't know. There's 2 star seeds. Does the back look?
Well, yeah, you do got it.
Oh, I do have it then.
That just came when I was on vacation. Yeah, thank you. I do have a cold, so I am clogged up. Coming back from vacation that morning, I woke up a little stuffy, sneezing,
Yeah, that can happen. Yeah.
and then it got worse.
Oh, Scott, you need to rest. You need to rest from your vacation.
I know, right? I mean, I feel all right, but
You got a great tan.
a little tan. Yeah,
Yeah. Look how pale I am. And you look so nice with your tan.
You got a little sun.
Nice.
Yeah, I talked to someone else on the phone today, whatever, and they're like, "You sound stuffy." Oh no, I was talking to Nancy Jean last night. That's what it was. She goes, "You got a cold?" Like, yeah, I'm a little nasally stuffed.
Okay.
Oh, Butterfly Kisses just bought it at TJ Maxx. But what I've seen of this deck, I like it. I like it a lot. Top, bottom, and then where in the middle?
I got stability with Cupid in the background. Interesting. So keeping your emotions stable, keeping your, just keep stable, keep your stability. Don't get rocked and rolled by things you see in the news. Keep an even keel is the message. And do your laundry also. Clean your laundry.
I have to work with these more, I think.
Oh my God. You guys are seeing that I'm an alien or used to be an alien. Linda did a pendulum and I used to be a blue avian. Maybe because someone told me, I've heard that there's a blue avian I think it's a blue avian that likes to hang around me. That has for a long time. So maybe that's what you see. I don't know. Yeah, don't air our dirty laundry, right, Connie? Everyone stay stable. What's your message, Scott?
I got to work with these a little bit more.
Did you get laundry as well?
No. I got the breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. And the Star Keeper. The cosmic ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. So I should read the book and study these a little more. Pretty colors.
Yeah, the colors are gorgeous on those cards.
Ancient extraterrestrial. Okay, it feels like stay grounded when that universal energy hits us funky.
Ooh, that's kind of like my stability card, right?
Yeah, it kind of feels like that when the energy is funky, like full moons and whatnot. Recognize those situations and figure out how you need to stay grounded with crystals or things like that. Micromanaging the universal effects. That's what I feel with that one. And the cosmic ancestor is always there. Your blue avian is always there for you. My Palladian is always there for me.
Arcturians and Palladians. See if I have any pictures of that. Palladians.
Oh, for giggles.
Oh, there's a Palladian. There's a Palladian. Unconditional love, excitement, and laughter. Well, that's me. Unconditional love, excitement, and laughter. I'll take that one. That's pretty nice too.
Oh, you got the Anunnaki earlier?
Yep.
I got the Tree of Life and the Anunnaki.
Ooh.
So integration, life lessons, emanate. With the Anunnaki's conflicts of interests, controlling. Well, you don't want that in your life. You don't want that controlling drama.
Nope.
So you want to balance with that Tree of Life. Release what is not good and not serving you. Take in those life lessons and integrate them into a positive future. That's what I got from those two. Integrate. Emanate those life lessons and put them into your tree. Your Tree of Life.
Your Tree of Life.
All right. I actually organized my cards finally. And where to go? I asked Nancy for some rubber bands. She goes, "Oh, I got a whole bunch of hair bands. You can take some of them." So I get rid of the boxes and make it a little more room. And I put a little hair band on them. And now I can't figure out what went.
You need to get one of these things, the display cases I use for all my cards.
I got them all organized in a little.
Oh, there you go.
Put them right next to me. But I got them all banded so I can't lose them. Because before I had them at every little shelf and table all around. I don't really have room in my area right now. We do have a what do you call it? A computer room, but it's taken by Nancy's daughter. It's like
maybe you need to renovate your he room. Whatever. What do you call it?
the lower. It's basically like a lower living room.
Your man room there.
My man room.
Renovate it.
It's all open. Yeah. Put some window or doors.
Yeah.
My room.
My room.
My room. We could split this off, make it 2 rooms.
There you go.
Then I can hide in here.
Mm-hmm.
Lock the doors. Man cave. All right, peoples. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a joy.
Yes, it's good that you're back. I'm glad we did another Mystery Theater. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Your channel.
On my channel for another Mystery Theater. And you will see us individually on our shows and on Sunday morning coffee and current events.
Coffee coming.
Scott's channel.
See what else comes up. But live long and prosper. Lilacian style.
Lilacian style. Bye, everybody. Awesome show tonight.
Have a great evening. Thank you.